Hello, welcome to our weekly real estate update. Today is July 26, 2024. So today I'm just gonna talk about the values of real estate agent to the buyers out there. I'm pretty sure many buyers will be watching this. As you might heard from other agents that there has been change in the law. Now buyers will be responsible to pay real estate agents for the services. Before, it used to be the sellers. The sellers would pay anybody, any sales agent will pay any agent who brings buyers. But now the buyer's agent will have to charge the buyers perhaps half of the commission percentage, or perhaps the full commission percentage. It depends on the negotiation between the buyer's agent and the seller's agent. So this video is particularly for the buyers when they are choosing their agents. So there are certain things that you have to look in an agent. The question that should be pondering in your head: what is the value that this agent is going to provide? And then this is why I am coming up here today to tell you, like an agent with Sawane Homes, we have a value that we provide our clients, and that's why we think we will stand out, in front of any buyer. So if you follow me through this presentation, you will see why I'm saying that. So the goal of our agents are to educate, guide by providing values to our buyers, and also to get them to the closing table. So the most important thing is how to get to the closing table. If you can be, you can speak eloquently, you can be as smart as you are, but if you don't know how to get the client to the closing table, or if you have trouble solving problems along the way, then you will not be able to help a particular buyer, because things can happen. Appraisal can go below the selling price. How do you fix that? How do you get a lender who can assist the client, that you are representing? Because sometimes, your clients can have complication with their credit, with their income, and perhaps they don't even have the closing costs to pay for everything. They have a good job, they have a good income, they have good credit scores, but they don't have the money. So how do you help with sellers concession? And all these are values that agents will bring to the buyer. So this is why Sony Homes is very important to work with, because we know how to do all of that. So we will help, get you to the closing table. And not only that, we will build a long-term relationship. This long-term relationship will be there for you, support you throughout your transition from being a renter to a home buyer. So it is very important, you know the kind of agents that you're picking as a buyer, especially now that the buyers will be paying the agent's commission, or part of the agent's commission. So that being said, I will tell you something a little bit about us. So Sawana Homes, we've been in business, for a few years now. An agent like myself, Mamadou Sawane, I have an extensive experience working with a lot of buyers and sellers. And then I've also have developed a career track record. I just got awarded as the rising star of my agent in New Jersey, which is over 600 plus agent. That shows how much, work I put into the work of real estate. It also indicates that, I've also, had multiple transaction close, and both seller and buyer side. So the track record is there. And then some of our agents also are in that same line. Um, so what is it that we have to look for when we are dealing with clients? So first of all, we have to focus on our client. The focus is supposed to be client. So the question that the client should be asking is, when do you plan to move? When do you plan to move? Why are we looking for home? Is it that because you want to do investment, or because you wanna, you want a place to, I mean, to live comfortably? And how long have you been looking? What is your credit score? These are the questions, because anything above 700 is a good credit score. How much savings do you have? You cannot get $10,000 and say, oh, I'm going to buy a house. Who is going to listen to you? You have to make sure if it is a house, at least 3.5% of the cost of the house, which is a FHA loan, should be able to get that. If you don't get that, then hey, you have to wait until you get enough money. Now, when you come to closing costs, you can come to us. We will discuss that. If you don't have that, we have a way how we can negotiate. And again, our role is just to negotiate, to make things happen. Meeting up the minds, negotiate, agree on, things, give and take, and bam, you are at the closing table. It's just about relationship. It's just about how, you using your interpersonal skill, your social skills, and your intelligence, to figure things out both side of the party. So you have to also ask yourself, are you um, are you the only borrower? If you don't make enough money, please look for somebody in the family. Like you can find somebody who a brother, sister, wife, whatever they can be on the loan. So whereby took income, yeah, at least can be decent, but don't come with something like 40,000, 50,000 income. That will not be enough. So you have to also ask, what kind of home are you looking for? Are you looking for, an apartment, condo, corpse, or are you looking for a house? I usually ask, most of my clients to really look at what they want. If they want, like invest, something that they want to invest, they can they can stay on one floor and rent the other one, and then the basement. Now in New York City, there are, if you're doing FHA loan, you can claim the income of your basement into your loan. So that means you can rent it, to anybody, and then lenders will factor that when they are giving you loans. So you have to ask yourself what kind of house you have, what kind of house you're looking for, and also you have to ask what are you looking for in a real estate agent. Are you looking for somebody who is just gonna be there as an agent, just as a figurehead, or you're gonna be looking for somebody who will answer your call in the middle of the night, who would go out and look resources for you, guide you, and hold you, feed you tons of information, educate you. By the time you finish that transaction, you will be like, I'm so educated that I can't even believe it. So this is what you need to look at. And you as a buyer, ask yourself, do you have any liens against you? Let's say parking tickets. I've seen people who have parking tickets. Any other liens that are against you would show up when you are going to the closing table when they're doing a lien search by the attorneys. So you have to know these things. So moving forward, I'm just gonna say, okay. So one of the steps of home buying is like we gotta make sure you're ready. So that's what step number one. Step number two, you gotta make sure you get your finance in order. Yeah, get the money. Step number two, make a plan for down payment, which we just said. Create a wish list. What are your wish list? What do you want to accomplish? Get pre-approval. Okay, we have lenders at Sawana Homes that can help you with the pre-approval. Yeah, we have to also find an agent, which we are here. That's what we do. So you gotta just pick up your phone and call us 917-974-1095 or Sawana Homes at gmail.com, SAWANEH at gmail.com. You also gotta get a mortgage. Yeah. So once you get that pre-approval from a lender, that lender would walk through the mortgage process and get you a mortgage. You also have to get a home insurance. Of course, nobody buys homes here, especially in the US, without an insurance. What about if your home burned down? Who you gonna blame for that? You need to have an insurance so that when something happened to your home, it can be replaced, 100%. So you have to also schedule home inspection. You have to know these things because once you purchase a home, once you identify a home with an agent like us, you will need to do inspection. Nobody buys a home, you don't know the condition of the home. So that's why we will recommend you good inspectors, people who can do the inspection. You have to have an appraisal done. Let's say the seller agent, said that the listing is 800,000. And you need to, bank has to appraise. No bank is a fool, to think like, oh, somebody said 800,000. I'm gonna sit with that. No, they're gonna have to send their own appraisal to find out, is this the real value? Are they in compliance? Make sure that all the areas are there, smoke detectors, the doors are, all in place. I mean, this is something that the appraiser does. And you have to negotiate, repairs. Once you as a buyer, submit an offer, on your agent submit an offer, which we do, then any repairs we have to negotiate. Even though we said that the price, for example, is 800,000, any repairs there, we will have to negotiate. So that negotiation part comes to agents like us, because we will help you make sure that that is factored either in the price, or the seller would say they will pay some of that, some of the cost, or almost all of the repairs. So this is, and of course, you have to do the final walkthrough. Once everything is appraised, the commitment letter is given, and now the bank said that they're giving you the loans. Then with us, the agent, we're gonna go and walk through the house, make sure that the house exists, make sure that nothing happens to it. It was as you see before, and all the repairs are done. Then we go to the closing table at the closing date. So these are the steps that goes through. I hope you guys are following. I'll be done in a few minutes, because I know, I don't want this video to go long, but this is what the value that we will provide as agents. So it will give you the insight. I mean, like, the insight of the market. We're able to bring the insight and home search. What are the base, like the base experience, or some of the things that you cannot get from the internet shopping. We will give you that. So that's the value that we're gonna give as an agent. We're gonna guide you with the experience and our professionalism. We're gonna make sure that we are on time, on appointment. We're gonna make sure that we we don't miss any steps. We're going to exercise our professionalism and guide you to the closing table. We're going to get, you're going to be we're going to be a real estate agent for life. It's not that we, we're going to just close and forget about you. You call us and we say, oh, no, we got paid. Why are you calling me? Find your own plumber, go find your own, repair person or whatever. No, our job is to build that relationship, so you can go out there and be an ambassador for us, for the service we provide. That means, you're going to speak highly of us, and we're going to get referrals. So we will get that. We're going to get a shared knowledge with our customers. Everything that is in this real estate business is all about knowledge. Anything that comes out, like a change of law, like I mentioned about this basement changing of law, we will narrate that to our clients, so they know there's an advantage of having a basement nowadays, because you can rent it out and factor it in your loan. We are patient. Like agents like myself, we are patient. That means patient is a virtue, as a saying goes. We are always there for clients, listen to them. Even when things are rough, we don't emotionally become, unbalanced. We are steady first, be patient, and then take time to give, opportunity for the situation. Any hiccups in the business, we make sure that we stand, and then follow up, get talk to the other party, communicate and make things work. We are very responsive. That means you call me in the middle of the night, off hours, I'll pick up my phone. I'm not like other lazy agents who will be sitting down and say, gee, why is he calling me? I'm in my girlfriend, I'm in my wife, I'm in my family. No, pick up that phone call and say, I will get back to you, at a better time. I'm in the middle of the dinner with my family. It's all good. But response, and then follow up and response to whatever things that you're working with your clients. We have the social interaction, which is the key. Social interaction is always the key. We socially able to accommodate people. It doesn't matter who has what attitude, and what race they are from, what tribe, what nationality. It doesn't matter what language they speak. As long as they are interested in our services, we are there to interact with them comfortably. We treat people equally and give them the best of our service. And knowledge of the industry, which is the key. You don't want to be with an agent that don't have the knowledge, who is not willing to learn, who is just gonna be lazy, sitting on the couch and just wanna sell homes or find clients' homes, or who wouldn't wanna go out and look, take you around, look at different houses, sit down and have a talk with you and find out what you need from the services that this agent is providing. So you need somebody who understands the industry, who is on top of his game, who is on top of his, who is on top of researching what is new out there in the market. So these are the value that agents at Sawana Homes like me are providing for our clients. So I hope, when you are making a decision to buy a home, you can just call us. We are just a phone call away, a phone call and an email away at sawanehomes.com, SAWANEH, at gmail.com, or you can call us 917-974-1095. I hope to catch you next week, and we're going to talk about some other exciting things. Please stay tuned, with our YouTube videos and our Facebook, and then we're here to educate. We are not here to exploit or to look into, buying people about things they don't have knowledge of. We educate first, we guide, and then we build a relationship. Educate, guide, and build a relationship. Thank you and take care.